So we're going to be doing some scientific illustrations. And first things first, you're going to get tools of the trade, which are the pencil, ball pen, and eraser if you have one. Unfortunately, I don't have it. So I'm going to be stuck with the eraser stuck on my pencil. This method or this technique was taught to me by Dr. Estacion, and yeah. So first, we're going to make an outline using the pencil. And please remember that do the outline or any of the drawings that you do in one stroke rather than the multiple strokes like you're sketching. This avoids any redundant movements or shading that would make your drawings rather unpleasant to see as or have an unpleasant result. So I'm now drawing a typical starfish or sea star, and this is Coriaster granulatus entirely from memory. After drawing the pencil outline, I like drawing in or tracing it with a ballpoint pen, preferably something in the 0.05 width or diameter. So the outline actually allows me to have or to correct the errors that I've made with my pencil outline. And also it's much nicer to look at the end. After tracing the outline, now I have to erase the pencil outline and erase everything. Now with the pencil again, now we're gonna do some stippling after I correct some of the errors I made during tracing. Now stippling is actually a technique where instead of shading it with long or short strokes of the pencil, you're actually putting in or dotting the areas that needed to be shaded. So the more dense the dots you have there, the darker it is, supposedly. And you can actually use stippling as a means to highlight other features on the sea star or your drawing or your illustrations. If you look back at several other books or references, they actually prefer to use stippling method rather than shading, because sometimes with the shading method you can actually obscure, if not some, of the features of the organism that you are copying, yeah, or drawing. For example, here I made a stippling of one of the features, which is near the central disk of the sea star and some of its nodes. If you remember, when doing stippling, the darker the darker or the darker the area you want to be, it's just add a lot more dots or dots on the area. Then there it is. It's an incomplete drawing. It's just for the sake of giving you an example. And take note that when doing scientific illustrations, always label the parts that you want to be emphasized, or label all the parts that you recognize. Okay? Thank you.